Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Flag for MissionStarCraft, bringing you guys a 26-minute long high-level game. Yes, a platinum level game. Going to be very fun to talk about a few things that just kind of separate high-level game from low-level game. Here comes the scout from our blue Protoss player in the bottom, ChuangLi. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Going to see if there's a spawning pool. Going to try and intercept. Is there a hatch going down? Yep, there's a hatch going down. Nope, not going to be able to intercept that. Here comes a drone to pick off the proxy as it goes down. This is at 4 times speed for now. I will slow it down at a certain point. When we start to see some of the big things that separate this from low-level play, we do see a cannon going down. This is wonderful placement for this cannon. Prevents any Ling harass in the front as well as any Lings kind of just sneaking around the back to do any damage, and also gives you this little tiny spot that you can throw down a pylon or anything else to keep Lings from getting into your base. Very well done, very nice. We do see this Overlord again. Very, very important. Low level up is to start working on your scouting. This is such perfect placement that gets you vision on these two gas geysers. If these do not go down, if when this expansion pops, if these gas geysers do not get put down, then that is a very good tell that you're going to see some pressure come on pretty early, which means don't get your layer, which means get those units up fast, get your Roach Warren done, get all that stuff going. By the way, we do see this early third going down, very nice, walking that queen from the first expansion to the second expansion to this third base. Very nice, very nice. Back to the gas geysers. If he gets both of these gas geysers as he does, that means he's teching up. That allows you to get your stuff a little bit slower, get that layer up, which is super important if he is teching up. Allows you to get that roach speed. Very, very nice. Very important. One thing I will note as just something that Common could improve on is spreading out those overlords. Super important. Very nice places that you can put them on right here to just kind of predict any movement throughout the map. In the little middle bits here, you don't really have to risk your overlord's life. You can put them in positions that are a little bit safer. But that's just a little tiny small thing. This is a very, very good game. Thank you very much, Common, for sending this in. This is pretty well protected. What we do see, however, is a Twilight Council going down. We do see a Robotic Support Bay going down. This was spotted by an Overseer. The Overlord, by the way, you see is gone here. It turned into an Overseer and went through here while I was just kind of droning on and on. We do see a Dark Shrine going down. We're going to see some Dark Templar coming into this match. Very nice indeed. We do see this kind of 7-gate play. 7-gate, 1 robo play. We do see some pressure coming in. However, I will note, pausing for just 1 second, look at the food. Oh dear, this is really bad for our Zerg, for our Protoss player. 163 food. We do see 12 roaches in production, 12 plus the amount that is on the field right now. 30, we're going to see 42 roaches, 2 corruptors, as he did spot that robotic support bay, threw down that spire, got the corruptors up just in time to be able to deal with this Colossus. Honestly, it wasn't actually really necessary, as one Colossus by itself, not that big of a deal. It's only once you get to a certain amount of Colossi that it starts to really get annoying as a Zerg player. We do have +2 ups on the way. I am pausing so I can actually get to all of these things at the same time instead of just kind of going on and on and on. I did notice one big thing that he did was he threw around his Zerglings to be able to spot any early third. He had one here, and then spotted the front of the base, which is super important. Being able to figure out when pressure is going to be coming. He didn't actually spot that. He came in and died. No big deal. This is just really good play by both players. And we're going to see, as we move forward, this attack come in, and we just see a massive amount of roaches going to be able to just take this off really quickly. There goes that push, and oh dear God, we are going to see a lot of, let's see, D. Yes, 24 roaches in production brings the food count 185 to 87. 100 food count differential. That's slightly different. However, we see DTs in the base. Oh dear. Going to slow it down to just regular faster speed, as we have gotten to the point where things are happening all the time. We do see that they kind of take out this infestation pit. That's going to slow down your hive. Massively important. Going to take out the spawning pool. Again, massively important. Taking out the queen. When that spawning pool goes down, that means no more queens for our Zerg buddy. Going to take out a lot of drones too. If we take a look at how many drones, that is a lot of workers. 25 workers down by 4 DT. They have beyond paid for themselves, as well as the infestation pit and spawning pool. Going for the Roach Warren. Not going to get it down though. Our Zerg buddy does do a very good job of handling that, but those four DTs keep the pressure off of ChuangLi for a very long period of time. He went from, I think, like 80 food up to 100 now, and he does have a good enough defense to probably hold off this amount of roaches. Where are they? There, all those roaches, plus all those roaches. But yeah, just very good play by both players. We do have a Corruptor here just kind of hanging out. But one thing I would really suggest for Common would be creep spread. We do have this high energy queen just kind of chilling out here off creep. This hipster queen not really wanting to do that mainstream creep spread. But we do have more DTs coming towards the base to do a little bit more damage. But otherwise, this is a very, very good game. I would like to see a little bit faster upgrades. This is, again, anything that I would say about my own play. Common, you're definitely doing this actually better than I would even. Just little tiny things I'm noticing throughout as we move forward. Very nice. Taking out those DT has really good detection. This is one of his absolute key expansions. Whoa, don't know why I did that. One of the key expansions for him, as it is not really suffering quite as hard as those earlier, as the main and the natural from those DT harass earlier. You're just going to have another Corruptor just kind of sent to nowheresville. Another Corruptor just kind of going nowhere. But very good. We do have this fourth base. Very nice, very nice. And other than that, this is just turning out to be very good. We have one Roach just kind of chilling here. We're spotting that herp derp. Just spotting to see if he gets a third here or a fourth. Still no expansions. We are starting to get mined out. Running low on minerals here. The hive is on the way. Very, very good. We are going to speed up to 2 times speed as these Roaches are getting into position. We do have a large force now for our Protoss friend, but we do have, if you look at the minerals and Vespene, we do see that our Zerg player has a very, very large amount of minerals saved up for a good amount of Roaches if he needs to, or Zerglings, or whatever. Again, that high energy queen would be really nice to have that creep spread. And then here's a really big error that I see in ChuangLi's play. He sees the creep. This base it's so juicy. Why not take it out? We do see these Corruptors taking out those Colossi very, very handily, and then just this huge amount of Immortals doing a lot of damage. But really, 25 Roaches in production right now, 20 Lings on the way. That's going to be easily enough to wipe up this force. Just kind of finish off what's going on here. Still have that Ling to be able to keep an eye on these Zealots that are going to be coming in. Not really a big deal, but just little tiny things to be able to be more aware of what is happening throughout the match. A little bit more Zealots. I really would have liked it if those had gone back, but that happens all the time. Just kind of forgetting. Another DT in the base. Uh-oh, there's the Shimmer. There's that Shimmer. A lot of DT in the base, actually. 4 DT. Going to get that detection in, not in time. Hatchery does go down, but it is a mostly mined out base. Not a terribly big deal. The hive is finished. So what are we going to see? We're going to see ultras. Not so much. What are we going to see? We see 2 more geysers going down, I believe. Yes, down here for our 4th base. And we do see the Greater Spire. The Greater Spire is so very key in late game versus Protoss. Getting those Broodlords up allows you to just do so much better in those large confrontations. The 3rd finally going down for our Protoss player. So very hard. He's being pretty much economically boned throughout this entire game. And I believe we're going to see another base coming up here very soon. We are going to see actually an assault by our Zerg player just kind of coming in to do some damage. But we are going to see these. This is actually a very nice force. Seems kind of small, but it's going to do a lot of damage. Just going to force field all the things. Just throwing around force fields everywhere in these Immortals. We'll be able to do this maximum amount of damage. 5 kills, 6 kills, 7 before it dies, 7 on this one, 5 on that one. We're going to get more kills as we move forward. But we do see that there are Broodlords in production. This is going to be very hard for our friend. Oh, spotted those over there. This is going to be very hard for our Protoss friend. Our Protoss friend, ChuangLi, to deal with. Wow, words are hard. Going to get 7 Broodlords. This is going to be very difficult, as we have exactly, let's see, what is the army? We have exactly no units that can shoot up. That's going to be a little bit difficult. 2 sentries, that shoots up, right? That works. But yeah, this game is pretty much over. Good game on both parts. Very nice. Thank you very much, guys, for sending this in. Thank you very much, Common. And if you guys want to see any more games that you would like to have casted, that sort of thing, please send those into MissionStarCraft@gmail.com. And if you have anything else, any feedback, anything like that, please put in the comment section below or send it to that same email address. Subscribe, and just let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next few casts. Going to be bringing up some Masters games in the next 2 casts. So this is Flag signing out for this game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next cast.